Man, Spirit, and the Tiger, a Mao Naga myth. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Dziiliamosiiro. She lived alone on the windy peak of a high mountain. One day, while she was resting under a banyan tree in a place called Makhel, suddenly a cluster of clouds appeared and some droplets fell over her private parts, and she became pregnant. After that, 3 children were born to her. The 3 sons were Orah, meaning God or Spirit, Okhe, meaning tiger, and the youngest son was called Omei, meaning mankind. The 3 brothers were different. The spirit was gifted with divine powers, while the tiger was gifted with strength, and the last son, man, was gifted with intelligence. Man ate his food cooked, and the tiger ate raw meat, while the spirit ate his food smoke dried, and the spirit ate whatever he wanted. As the 3 children reached adulthood, their mother was quite old and fell ill. So the 3 brothers took turns to look after the sick mother. When the first son, Okhe, the tiger, looked after her, the mother became worried and more ill. The reason for this was the tiger used to touch his mother's body and waited eagerly to eat her flesh after her death. When it was the turn of Orah the spirit, the mother became more feverish. When the last son, Omei the man, looked after her mother, she felt relaxed and felt much better because he showed love and care towards his mother, unlike his 2 brothers. Before their mother is dead, there was a dispute among the 3 brothers as to who should inherit her land. When the quarrels became more frequent, the mother decided that something had to be done to settle the dispute. So she devised a contest among them. She created a ball-shaped grass at a distance and told the 3 brothers to race for it. And she told them the one who touches the ball-shaped grass first would inherit the land. As the man was the youngest and the mother loved him dearly, she instructed him to make a bow and arrow to shoot at the grass, as she knew he would not be able to compete in strength with the tiger and the spirit. The man listened carefully to the mother's instruction, and he succeeded in touching the grass target first by his arrow and finally inherited his mother's land. The mother then told the unhappy brothers, tiger and the spirit, to go to the thick jungles and to the far south, Kashiipei. Soon the mother died, and men quickly buried her body under the hearth of the kitchen before the tiger and spirit returned from the field as earlier told by his mother. When the 2 brothers came back, the tiger demanded men to show him where the mother was buried. When men refused, the tiger began scraping off the mud to find the buried body, but was unable to find it. Together, all the 3 brothers wept for their lost mother. One day they sat down to discuss what they would do now as their mother was no more. They concluded that they should all go to the places as had been told by their mother. However, when the moment arrived for their departure, Spirit and Tiger refused to leave home. They wanted to stay with the men, and they continued to remain at home with men. The three brothers again disputed about their mother's possessions, and finally they decided to have another contest. The brothers agreed that the one who first spotted the rising sun would inherit the mother's possessions. The next day, the three brothers sat in a line watching for the first sign of the rising sun. Tiger and God were looking intently to the east, while man was looking to the west. The man saw the sunlight drape the snow-clad peaks of the mountains before anyone could see the sunrise. Thus, Omei the man won the contest again, and the spirit disappeared to the far south Kashiipei. However, the tiger remained at home with men. Men, however, wanted to get rid of the tiger. One day, he asked the tiger, "Brother, what frightens you the most?" The tiger responded, "Fire and thunder." So one day, while the tiger was asleep, the man attached a bamboo cup and a torn piece of mat to the tiger's tail. He then brought a buffalo horn close to the tiger's ear and blew it very hard. Frightened by the loud noise, the tiger woke up and fled into the thick jungles and never returned. Thus, the three brothers, Okhe, Orah, and Omei, parted ways forever. And Men, the youngest son, inherited her mother's land. But man still recalls his relationship with his two brothers, the spirit and the tiger, whom he could no longer be with. In remembrance, the man performed rituals and customs that would appease his brothers and bring them back to him. Even to this day, it is said the Naga tribesmen rarely kill a tiger, and if they do, they pour out water into its mouth so that if the tiger utters the name of the man who killed him, all that would be heard is the sound of water gargling in heaven. In Naga culture, there are elaborate customs celebrating the relationship between man and the tiger.